Recently, there's been this inkling in the back of my head. Something prickling and tingling. And, dang it, what else rhymes with tingling? Tickling! Wait, no. Now it just sounds dirty. Dang it, you know what? Whatever. Let's enjoy the dirty. We're talking about my hobbies today, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I have a few dirty ones. But today, we're not talking about the dirty ones. Unfortunately, today we're talking about a hobby that has been burning quietly deep within, like some unworldly soul slumbering within my body. Yet, when the time comes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12 p.m. Pacific time to 3 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, it takes over. Unfortunately, I don't grow taller or more muscular. My hair stays the same. My voice doesn't get deeper. And last night's taco stain doesn't magically disappear. As a matter of fact, I don't even get better as a player. Some might say I suck, actually. My shame aside, and if you haven't figured it out, or read the title of this video, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! The official card game. It's needless to say, for most at least, I was introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the anime. I'm sure there are many who remember waking up early in the morning to catch the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And finding it funny, charming, or even heart-wrenching. Talking about you, Atem, I never wanted you to leave. That being said, I know a lot of you who saw the anime may have picked up a card or two, and maybe even played it for a bit while you were a kid. I was the same. Atem may have left, and the anime may have finished its run on 4Kids, but I couldn't let it go. The memories of the show kept welling up in my head. Those days, playing in front of my apartment with my friends, getting my cards taken because we thought it would be cool to do it like in the anime. But goddamn was I an idiot. I had all 3 god cards, and you know what, my fellow hobbyists? Sure, it wasn't the actual god cards. There were the colored ones, and yeah, but you know what? It was still a big deal to the 8-year-old me. Actually, I guess they may have been the bootleg ones. Don't give me that look. We all did it. How was I supposed to know or understand the implications of buying fake packs at that age? The only thing I understood was that my local dollar store was selling these packs and I wanted DMOC. Pre-errata, mind you. Had I gotten it, who knows? It could be very expensive today. I don't know. For those who do know, please comment below. I would like to know. Anyways, I wanted him not because I understood how strong a card he was, because I didn't. I just wanted him because it was so cool when Atem, otherwise known as the Pharaoh, summoned him and whooped Pegasus' ass with him. Side note, was I the only one that was screaming at the screen when little Yugi nearly kicked the bucket in that episode? Only one. Only me? Really? Okay, let's move on. My love for the card game began, well, let's be honest here, when 4Kids thankfully bit the bullet and ended. Towards its demise, 4Kids was showing GX, and it was trying to stay afloat with it. But to my surprise, GX wasn't enough to keep it alive. GX sucks. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Nothing would have kept 4Kids alive. It's not even the greatest and best Yu-Gi-Oh series ever. The OG series, well, it would be enough. The company was, putting it kindly, vastly hated and needed to die. But I must give my thanks because I was able to see many series and apart from Toonami, was the platform I needed to exist so I can fall in love with anime. So much as it pains me to say as an adult who knows how much they butchered all their shows, the little kid in me has to say thank you for kids. I'm gonna need some bleach to scrub off my tongue after that. Alright. Continuing from where I left off, I tried my best to keep the card game alive within my apartment complex. But once the show was over, many lost interest and it was sporadic when we would play it. Soon after though, I moved. And from there onwards, I just couldn't find anybody. It wasn't long before I lost my interest in the game and even lost track of my cards. I remember putting them in a box, but with all the moving, I lost hope, and frankly, I didn't even look for it. If I'm not mistaken, it was 10 years. 10 years I went without playing, really, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, occasionally I would find my cards again and I would get my youngest brother to play a duel with me. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't until I worked at Target that I finally met a coworker that enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And he did it out in the open. No shame whatsoever. The inner child in me couldn't contain my happiness. I tried playing it cool, not let it show, but inside, I was dying of curiosity. I wanted to see what became of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I dove right in. I chose my deck, the ever-faithful Dark Magician. I was told it wasn't competitive, but I didn't care. I was just too happy seeing a deck solely focused on my favorite card. My friend gave me a video of a deck list and how to play the deck, and at the time, I had money. I could buy the packs to try to get the cards. I know there's the option of buying the singles to make sure I could play the deck as soon as possible, but I wanted the thrill of opening packs and seeing what I could get. I only bought some singles I saw at my locals, and suffice to say that it was all Dark Magician support cards. A few staples, of course, at the time, but it was over a year ago and I don't really remember those cards. I played with said friend a bit, but soon after I posted on Facebook that I was getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I met another co-worker, and he said he was recently getting back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. It was perfect. Both he and I, once a week or so, would get together and go to any locals nearby and play a few matches. Neither of us were meta players, so nothing game-breaking ever occurred. But he was more experienced than me, and well, I made it my life mission to defeat him. It wasn't a very long mission. Soon, once again, I was moving. Of my own accord this time, I got a job in another state for the summer and I would be gone. But when I got back to my home state, it wouldn't be back home. Not really, anyways. My family moved out just before I went to another state and I helped them pack up. I stayed a few nights at my uncle's with them. The plan was for me to go work, earn some good money, and for them to look for a new place, a new job, while I was gone, so that when I got back, we wouldn't be all packed in my uncle's small house. Things didn't exactly align as we hoped, but that's another story. What really killed my Yu-Gi-Oh! Days was the fact that there aren't any locals for me to go to within a 30-mile radius. There are shops I can go to buy singles and packs, but none have the space for me to just hang out and play. I wasn't overly familiar with the online world, and once again, my Yu-Gi-Oh days went on hiatus until recently, when I finally began streaming. But that too is a story for another time.